Good evening, folks. So I wanted to come on here and just say happy Thanksgiving to everybody who follows the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, and to show you my new hat. You like that? Like it? Look it. It's great, isn't it? It is the bomb. It's my third hat now, okay? It's a present though. I didn't buy it. It was a gift. See that? Indiana Fever on the front, Caitlin Clark on the side. Yep, it is. So, couple of things I wanted to talk about. Nothing heavy tonight. Everybody knows how I feel about Project B. Don't need to talk about that anymore. What will be, will be. But I have my doubts. So, one thing I did want to talk about is the latest that I'm hearing about the CBA, and it is as I said. Um, the problem is not the salaries, okay? There's no problem. The issue is not the salaries, but the issue is what has always been the sticking point, which is the revenue sharing. And the current offer from the league does not offer revenue sharing that grows with the growth of the WNBA itself. And that is the sticking point and will remain the sticking point. So where does that leave us? Okay, it's the 27th of November, and the first 30-day extension expires on November 30th. Now, I will say this, that while we haven't seen an immediate breakthrough, Cheryl Reeve, who is one of the people in the know in this whole deal, was asked about it before the draft lottery, which took place on the 23rd. And she said that she believes that progress is being made and that she feels confident, extremely confident, that there will be an agreement. And I agree with her, okay? As I said, they went with two 30-day extensions the last CBA go around, okay? So I frankly agree with the women on the revenue sharing issue, okay? No, I'm not saying it should be at 50%, like it is with the NBA, but 9% sucks, okay? It sucks, considering the fact that the WNBA is now in a real big growth phase. And it's without the players, there is no WNBA, okay? Let's understand that, all right? Without the players, people don't go to the stands to watch the executives and the team owners. They're there to watch the players. So I agree with the players on that front, and we'll see where this goes. That's the best we can do. Now, I do have a highlight reel tonight, and I'm sure some of these we have seen in other highlight reels that I posted, but I do want to say something. We see Caitlin Clark's three-point shooting, and we see her passing, and we see her court vision. But one of the other areas that people tend to forget how great she is at is taking the ball to the basket. And for some reason, when I started watching this clip, that's what stood out to me, is that there were kind of a lot of those kinds of sequences in this particular group of clips. So I'm going to just show you some of this. I'm not going to stay on this thing long tonight. But I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving and thanks for being a follower. And I want to show you some of these clips because this is I believe, about 9 minutes long. I'm only going to show a few minutes of it, but you guys should watch it because, I mean, obviously her shooting is otherworldly. Her passing is extraordinary, okay? and um, and her court vision and the pace, the way she paces the game. Everything changes when she gets on the court. Okay. Um, that's all unbelievable, but I think people forget how good she is going end to end. So let's take a look at this. And look at this. I'm optimizing it so I don't blow it this time. It's amazing. It's a remarkable thing. Now, let's go full cycle here. I'm going to back it up just a bit.
Discipline, just 2 personal fouls here through 3 quarters. Dejanay has taken a new step.
Clark. Wheeler finds Clark from the logo. He's up with a steal. Clark thought about pulling up from 3. Will dip inside and lay it in.
Comes Caitlin. Get it!
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back. Hits a 3. The finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects. Clark over Horston, hits a 3.
Injury. And that's the way to push the ball in transition. Oh, they're not gonna.
Caitlin Clark brings instant excitement the moment she touches the ball. Her presence changes the pace of the game, pulling every eye toward the action. Her dribble is calm and controlled, her movement smooth and deliberate. With one quick shift of direction.
That was a pretty good team.
That was pretty. It was
What
pretty
made
decent.
that team so good, you two? Outside. Leavish hounding Clark. Clark, step back 3, knocks it down. Now realizes it. Clark trying to take her defender, pulls up and hits from the.
Are playing together. You will hear all of these Fever players talk about the flow that they're developing.
As well, that is a lot of size and strength and experience on the interior.
Clark on the drive, gets inside, and there's her first.
Utility from 3 for the Sparks, 0 for 9, and
Is on the bank shot as the pace starts to pick up here from Indy. The hesitation, Clark gets to the rim. Clark with it.
We got a tie ball game. Clark unties it. 2-point.
That's what 6'5" would do for you. I don't have that luxury. Nice give and go. Clark right at the cup, and she gets the bucket.
She creates space where none existed. The shot rises, effortless and balanced, and the net answers with a clean swish. Confidence defines her style. Before the ball even leaves her fingertips, you can sense she already knows it's going in.
Better for Connecticut.
Caitlin Clark strong to the rack.
Great.
And we're going to expect a big night here for Cunningham. She does a good job stepping in when she needs to.
Clark, she's putting on a
And beat her balance so well around the basket.
there's Caitlin Clark. Wow, what a
Get back to the inside-outside game where they're coming off of a loss against the Mystics. They want to clean some things up. Caitlin Clark's her.
Clark on the hesitation. Clark with the big shots. Just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a 3. Time this season, the Fever tip off a game currently in a playoff spot. They moved up to 8th with that win over Chicago as Clark gets inside and has the first 2 points. She's played terrific.
You know, I don't think there's anything on the court that Caitlin Clark can't do, quite frankly, okay? And I'm going to tell you to pay attention when you watch this video because there were a couple of sequences there where she made Sophie Cunningham look really bad on defense. And this was, of course, when Sophie Cunningham was playing with the Mercury. But there are a couple of sequences there where she had Sophie Cunningham completely confused. There can't be any denying it. So it's an interesting. It was interesting to watch that. I was actually laughing, but so that's where we are tonight. You guys have a great rest of the night, and I will be back tomorrow. This video, that highlight reel in its entirety, will be in the description of the video. But I enjoyed it because there was more of her taking the ball into the paint than anything else. And it was great to watch that, because I think sometimes we forget just how good she is at just about everything basketball. So I will talk to you guys later.